Hello, everyone. I'm here for our last exploratory studies. This is 41 through 50. This you've seen. I am removing it from my final research project because I've never liked it. I did rework it though. And so it is slightly changed. I still didn't think it was successful. I think it was just attempting to fix something that was just fundamentally broken. So, um, the color's a little off in these, but you can see the kind of changes I made between midterms and now to try and make it a little bit better. It is a little bit better. Still not going to keep it in my final work. Here's an update at this point last week of my female vessel sculpture. And she's just gigantic, and I really wish I made her smaller. She's also hollow. I tried jelly prints like everybody else. Yay! It was horrible. It was so hard. But so I am counting these as 3. I did like 15. I had like just washed them off as they were unsuccessful. Looking into it, I think I just need maybe different paper. But I even struggled with the magazine prints. I do a lot of photography, and I really wanted this to be a process I could use to present my photography. So I did really want this to be successful, and I had planned to mess with this all quarter. So I'm not giving up, but I'm giving up for now. So one of the things I had planned to do was work larger in regards to like the rough ground. So this is me working larger. This is about 18 by 24. And it just ate my oil pastels like you wouldn't believe. And I don't care for it too much. I think it's a little fussy. And like the more I rework it, the more it just builds up in those spots and it doesn't really get into the crevices. And so I have very little control, which is kind of the point. I don't know. This just doesn't speak to me. And just kind of showing like how much it eats, that just that last, like the black was through on maybe a third of it was covered in black, and it ate through this much of a like a grand stick. It's like a really large stick. So it's quite medium intensive. So I was like, well, if I'm going this large, I might have better success with one of the paint sticks, the oil sticks, I should say. And so these are, and they're like a larger tool. Maybe they'll work better. I do think this was my first time trying like a pumice ground. I found some pumice and I smoothed it. So sorry, this is pumice smooth with palette knife. And I think it's too smooth. I would like a rougher tooth when working with oil, the oil sticks. I like that it's going to dry. That's something with oil pastels I'm kind of in an existential crisis about, is the fact that they'll never dry. But I think there's more to be discovered here. I just don't think this is 100% there. And then the one I am proud of, and I'm so glad I got here. Oh, after all of these. So this is about 9 by 9. It's a small. I just had some extra sanded ground that I had like smoothed out. It turned out to be about 9 by 9, and it had just been sitting around kind of waiting for me to mess with it. And I thought about last week and the circle one I did and how unsuccessful I felt that was. And I was like, I like the design. I'd really like to take a stab at it again. And I'm really glad I did. This is also neutrals. I don't generally work in neutrals, and I'm amazed at how much I really, really, really connect with this one. So I'm out of everything I've done in regards to like the rough studies, I feel like this one's the most successful. And I do think that says that like an oil pastel and the size of markets making and the way this is going, like it just might work better in a smaller, I don't know, might work better smaller. It also might just be like the other ground was smooth with a brush and this was smooth with a palette knife. More to explore, but I'm very happy with where this one turned out. Okay, I finished her. Quite a few more hours in. I can't decide about the texture. It was only after I walked away that I was like, I didn't add an ear. I don't generally. Does she need an ear? I don't know. Do I want to keep the texture? I don't know. But I have been planning on the texture pretty much the whole time. I don't know about this texture. I might mess around with a different texture, but so she's really wet in a lot of places right now, so I'm letting her kind of get till they're hard, and then I have to chop her into pieces in order to take out all the paper and then put her back together and like work on the moisture control and all that kind of stuff to get her to survive. And once all that's done, I can cut holes in her to make her a vessel, and then I'll have to get a friend to fire. So lots of work left to do, but I got her sculpted. My last study is going to be the straw that I've made out of low fire clay. It will fire to a bright white. Right now it's gray, but I wanted to use a different clay body. Interesting, trying to make straw. I don't know. It works. But yeah, I'm proud of how she turned out. This angle made me realize that I messed up the roundness of her head. I've just got to fix that. I can easily. Let me know if you think I should leave the texture. Let me know if you think I should give her an ear. Anyway, thank you.